Hey everybody, welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today is October 17th, and that means day 290 of the 3DP 365 project. And on today's episode, we continue to print out really cool stuff for Halloween with this very cool cauldron, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thank you for joining me here for day 290 of the 3DP 365 project. It's also day 17 of printing out really cool stuff for Halloween, and on today's episode, this very cool cauldron. And our print turned out awesome on the second try. I did have some problems with this model, and the reason why I had a couple of problems with the model is I didn't use a brim on the first print. I used a skirt, and it comes in upside down like this, and it has a very small footprint. And because of the thickness of the walls and all the different details and the fact that it does need support material, so you will have a giant support block when you're done, it's about a 7 to 9 hour print depending on how big you scale it. Now the original scale I did was 225, and this is the fail. 225%, 15% infill, 3 top layers, 3 bottom layers, 3 perimeters, 40 millimeters per second. I didn't use a brim, I used a skirt, and I did use support material. But it popped off the print bed, and when I came in, it was like this in the 8th hour. So I mean, it was so close to finishing, and it still had a fail. It had nothing to do with the filament. It was entirely my fault. So I went back into Simplify 3D, and I reduced it to 200%, which is this print. I added a 14 outline brim to it, and I think that's the only thing I changed on it. Everything else is the same settings from previously. So this is basically a second print at a smaller scale with a brim. And the print itself, it turned out awesome. I am very happy with the results. This is some of that Matter Hackers Pro Series Orange PLA, which has a really cool matte finish to it. The only thing I would change is probably the seam, because my coast nozzle setting is set for 2 millimeters, and you can feel kind of a bump there. And it's almost like a very thick seam. I think 1 millimeter should be enough for that setting. Other than that, I think the print turned out awesome. I am very happy with the results. I didn't use the enhanced gap fill feature, so the watermark on the bottom isn't perfectly printed, but I'm not concerned with that. I wanted the cauldron, I'm not concerned with the watermark. So the print itself, it's awesome. The model, I have one other complaint about, and that's the fact that it's a bit of a low polygon model. At 100%, you'd get a cauldron about this big. At 200%, which is this size, you can see the polygons, and obviously at 225 it just keeps showing up even more. So a high polygon model would have been really good, because this is something that would be really cool for Halloween, obviously, and it'd be really good scaled up really big. Now I have a gMax printer, and I really want to print it huge, but after seeing all these polygons, I'm not gonna. I think this is as big as I'm gonna go is 200%. And I'm sorry about the sweat. I am still recovering a little bit from my tooth problem. It hasn't been solved yet, so you'll see me sweating through this video. But anyway, the print itself, I'm happy with it. I'm probably going to paint it black and maybe add some weathering to it so it looks a little bit more like metal. And I'll probably use it as a candy dish on my desk for work. Well, that about wraps it up for day 290 of the 3DP 365 project. If you're looking for ways to support the channel, check out the affiliate links down in the description. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more cool Halloween prints.